Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next episode of Sack to the Future, 1963 Week 1. That's right, folks, it's time for me. It's time for my teams to finally take the field, but they're playing each other. So I don't get to play this game either. 1963, I have taken over the Green Bay Packers. It'll be my first season for the rest of the time, and of course I'll be the Colts again until 1994, I believe. But I have put the Packers on autopilot. Hopefully the computer didn't do anything to the roster. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't think they do, but I also don't have my computer up and running because it crashed right as I was starting the broadcast. So give me a few minutes to get the rosters back up and going. Hopefully we'll have some other of my Sack to the Future partners joining me. I am also for the first time wearing my glasses. Mainly because my old glasses hurt my nose to wear them. I got brand new lenses, or frames, lenses, the whole kit and caboodle. So maybe I can see things, and maybe I'll stay awake. That's the key, right? Staying awake. Anyway. Let's get comfortable and enjoy the next hour or so of Sack to the Future 1963. Got some interesting rookies on the field. Just a word of note, you see the running back battle. It is Tom Matte versus Elijah Pitts, as Jim Taylor is still out injured for the NFC title game injury. If you watched my channel, the bonus NFC title game, Taylor was injured against the 49ers. He is still out. And Tom Matte takes over as the featured back in 63. Lenny Moore becomes the third down back. There's a look at Gino Marchetti leading on. And the Packers, Ray Nitschke out in front. This is going to be a super Matt Bowl preview, a super showdown of two of the greatest quarterbacks in NFL history. John Unitas versus Bart Starr. I almost said Brett Favre. There is Bart Starr. Recently passed away. May he rest in peace. And may Packer fans and Colt fans enjoy the next hour. Sack to the Future on the Mini X Wolf channel. Alright, let's go do the super stuff. Slow the speed right down, jump forward to the end of the game. Hopefully I got my settings right as far as names and stuff, but I guess we're about to see. As the Colts kick it off, Jim Martin, the new kicker. Here is Lou Carpenter coming out from the 2. He's up past the 25, and he gets to the 27-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Bart Starr, who led the Packers to the Super Bowl last year, in the Sack to the Future Super Bowl in 1962, where he ran into George Blanda and the Houston Oilers, who got the job done. Starr's going to start out in the shotgun. He fakes the handoff. Oh, good block, but Colvin's going to get there anyway and bring him down. Big Jim Colvin, he was put on his back by Elijah Pitts, but Colvin is able to roll around and get the job done. And the first play of the game starts out with a Baltimore sack, something that we've been familiar with on this Mini X channel, is getting the sacks. We're talking about new players on the teams this year, rookies. They got, for the Packers, safety Bob Jeter. Right defensive end Lionel Aldridge. Tight ends Marv Fleming and Jan Barrett. Of course, Barrett will end up in the Raiders before the season's over. Pitt is stood up and brought down. And linebacker Dave Robinson. Those are some of the new Packers. Here's a look at the Packers starting offensive line. Skoronski, Thurston, Ringo, Kramer, and Forrest Gregg. What an offensive line that is. Elijah Pitts and Luke Carpenter the backs. Ron Kramer the tight end. Max McGee and Boyd Dowler are your wide receivers. Baltimore's got a new tight end themselves. Man by the name of John Mackey. That should be interesting. Also, Jerry Logan as a defensive back and punt returner. Started back to pass on 3rd and 15. He's going to throw it out to Kramer. Kramer's going to pick up a yard. So Starr's first completion is for, actually 5 yards, I guess. It'll be 4th down and 10. Other new Colts include backup quarterback and future Minnesota Viking Gary Quazzo, running backs Nate Craddock, linebacker Butch Maples, Jerry Norton joined the Packers in 63, gets the punt away, and it's going to be a fair catch. Willie Richardson, a new receiver for the Colts. Here comes John Unitas, who in 1962 once again led the Colts to the Sack to the Future playoffs, but has yet to get that ring. In fact, in 60 he was in the Super Bowl. In 61 they made it to the AFC Divisional, and in 62 losing the wild card. So if the pattern continues, this might be a long season for the Colts. In fact, in 1963 in real life, the Colts went 8-6 under new coach Don Shula. Tom Matte takes the carry. He breaks by Ray Nitschke and is going to pick up a couple yards. So Don Shula takes over as the Colts head coach. Reeve Eubank heads to the newly formed New York Jets. Bob Vogel, Jim Parker, Dick Szymanski, Alex Sandusky, and George Prius, your offensive line. Tom Matte and Lenny Moore, the backs. John Mackey, the tight end. Jimmy Orr and Raymond Berry, your receivers. I said newly formed, I meant newly reminted New York Jets. So they went 8-6 under Shula in his first season. Got a winning record. 64 will be much better. The Green Bay Packers in real life in 63 were coming off 3 straight NFL title game appearances and back-to-back wins. They got 11-2-1, but that was only good enough for second in the NFL Western Division under head coach Vince Lombardi. The Chicago Bears had an amazing season. So after the offensive penalty moves the Colts back, it's second down and 11 from the 27-yard line. Unitas lines up under center. He's got Matty in the backfield. Unitas gives to Matty. Matty's going to get brought down by Dave Hanner. No, Henry Jordan. I'm sorry. The Packers defensive line. Henry Jordan, Willie Davis, and Lionel Aldridge. That ain't scary. Take a look at the linebackers. Ray Nitschke, Dave Robinson, Bill Forster, and Dan Curry. And then you want to throw the ball. You say, okay, well, Willie Wood, Hank Greminger, Herb Adderley, and Jesse Whitten are patrolling the secondary. A couple Halls of Famers on both the Packers' offense and defensive line. But if they're to be matched, it is the Colts who are going to match them. On third down and 11, Unitas under center. This is the first drive for the Colts. The Packers with 3-0 out on their first. There's a completion, Lenny Moore. Oh, Lenny Moore picks up about 10 yards. 9 yards, they're going to call it, but it'll be 4th and 2. As Bob Jeter, the rookie, makes the tackle. And on will come the Colt punter, Tom Gilbert. Lenny Moore had a little bit of head of steam, but couldn't get by the rookie. It is now 4th down and 2. And going to be a fair catch by Willie Wood. And the Packers will take over at the 16-yard line. So, both teams exchange back-to-back 3-and-outs. Starr was sacked on his opening play. He's got 1 for 1, 5 yards. Unitas 1 for 1, 9 yards. This is the Sunday primetime game. We've moved through week 1. The final 2 teams to be edited will be done tomorrow, and then the Monday night games will come Wednesday and Thursday. However, they're going to be backwards. Starr hands off to Pitts. Pitts is going to get up through for about 5 yards before being brought down. Let me explain what I mean by backwards. Meaning that because of summer vacation, the Colts defensive line first. Gino Marchetti, Jim Colvin, Fred Miller, and Ordell Braze front the defense. Bill Pellington, Jackie Burkett, and Don Shinnick are all back at the linebacking core. Andy Nelson and Jim Welsh, your safeties. Bobby Boyd and Lenny Lyles. The secondary remains intact from the 62 season that were ball hawks at times. So basically, Fred Miller, the only new player on the defense, but as you saw, Jim Colvin earlier in the game got a sack in his stead. Starr hands it off to Pitts, and Pellington brings him down for no gain. Pitts' his 3rd carry in the backup. You may notice Paul Hornung isn't on the team either. Suspended by the league. Had to go to a semi-pro team, and it will play 1963 with the Seattle Seahawks. Definitely going to improve them. But not allowed to play the 63 season for the Packers. He'll be back in 64. On 3rd down and 5, Starr's in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throwing deep. He's got a man. Hoy Dowler goes up and grabs the ball, and it is a 1st down. Huge pass of 29 yards, and Lenny Lyles was trailing Dowler, and Dowler had the ups to get the ball at his high point. Okay, back to the Monday night games. Due to vacation schedule upcoming for members of Sack to the Future, we're actually going to be doing the late Monday night game, the Cowboys and Cardinals, on Wednesday. That'll be me versus Terrors 89, both our channels. And then the earlier Monday night game between the Bills and Patriots will be on Thursday. Week 1 will wrap up this week, and we'll move on to the quicker weeks. McGee with a long reception down to the 24-yard line, a 25-yard pickup, and all of a sudden Star's on fire. So all the remaining games are human versus human in week 1. John M's teams are in the books. My teams are just getting started. I do have the showcase games, but that doesn't count as much. Nice reception by McGee. Shoestring tackle. And all of a sudden the Packers are moving the ball. The running game will suffer without Taylor and Horning. Elijah Pitts is a steady backup, though. In fact, he's going to get the ball on this one. He gets by the front line, but Ardell Braze dives in from behind to take him down after pick up a 3. It'll be 4th down, or 2nd down and 7. I saw the 4 rushes for 10 yards, and I just mistook yardage for downs. Starr hands it off to Carpenter off Lewis snap. Oh, Carpenter's upended by Andy Nelson. He gets 3 yards on the carry, but he goes head over heels. When Taylor is back, Elijah Pitts will probably move to fullback, and Carpenter won't play as much, so this is his chance. He's got to make the best of it. 3rd down and 4 now for the Pack. Earl Gross splits out to the right. He is a fullback as well, but having play receivers because the Packers only have 2 on the roster. Starr thrown over the middle to Gross. Touchdown! Touchdown, Packers. As a second-year player at LSU, Earl Gross makes the reception and gets what's probably his first touchdown of his NFL career. Again, roster requirements were much different in 63, but to make the game without the computer doing screwy things, we got to move players. So Gross moves from fullback to wide receiver for the purposes of not having any computer players on the Packers. And he comes up big with a touchdown reception from Starr. And the extra point is good for Jerry Kramer, the big kicker, who also playing on the offensive line. There's nothing I really can do about that, but it is what it is. When he congratulates himself, you really feel weird. Bob Vogel, there's another, Rick Vogel. Rick? Bob Vogel, another rookie for the Colts. Big-time future player. Offensive lineman. Hawkins, Alex Hawkins come out, didn't play a lot in 62, mainly because I forgot. When Unitas got hurt, I had to move Hawkins to quarterback to back up McCann, and I forgot about him. And it wasn't until the playoffs that I realized he was still listed as a third-string quarterback. So he basically didn't play any 62, and that's on me. There's a look at Unitas and Barry. Well, the Packers had a huge drive on their second possession. Can the Colts do the same? I'm a little torn. I'm not sure who I want to win. Both divisions are going to be tough to win. The Packers are in the same division with the Bears, who are obviously phenomenal in 63. But John M. also has the Lions, who aren't a bad team. Matty tries to break a tackle, and he gets brought down by Herb Adderley. And then in the AFC South, now the only competition really comes from John M. and the Houston Oilers, but that's enough competition. The fact that the Colts have only won 1 out of 3 divisions so far tells the story. The Packers have won 1 out of 3, and they were computer controlled at the time. Unitas gives to Matty. Matty up the middle, not up the middle, but off to the right, picks up a couple yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. The Colts trying to stick to the ground game. Lenny Moore will come in on 3rd down. R.C. Owens splits out to the right. Unitas back to pass. Throwing it deep over the middle to R.C. Owens! And it's a first down as Hank Reminger and Jesse Wittenden combine for the tackle. And we have reached the end of the first quarter here from Memorial Stadium in Baltimore as the Green Bay Packers lead the Baltimore Colts 7-0. But the Colts are on the drive. So 1st and 10 from the Packer 37 as Unitas lines up under center. He's got Matty in the backfield. Unitas gives to Matty. Matty breaks 1 tackle. They're trying to strip the ball out of the Packers. Matty gets 4 yards. 5 carries, 10 yards so far in his first time as a starter. Willie Wood makes the tackle. As Matty moves into the starting rotation, it also does leave Lenny Moore some time to play receiver. You'll see that some in 63. I plan to utilize that as a 5th receiver option. Mackey goes in motion. Matty gets the handoff. There's a flag down. Let's see what the call is on it. It's going to be holding on the Colts. Dick Bielski, the center. The tight end. The two tight end formation as Mackey was in motion. Unitas comes up under center on 2nd down and 16 from the 43-yard line. Unitas gives to Matty, and he is going to be brought down by Forrester for a loss. It'll be 3rd down and 19 after that play. Bill Forrester. Verify. Unitas back to pass. He's under heavy rush, and Henry Jordan brings him down. Henry Jordan's first sack of the game. It was Bill Forrester was the previous one. Henry Jordan coming on the blitz, unblocked. Well, he was blocked, but it didn't work out to his favor. Just gets right by Alex Sandusky, and there is nothing Unitas can do except fall in a crumpled heap on the ground. And Gilbert comes in to punt on 4th and 28. It is a high punt going off to the left-hand side. It is going to mark it out of bounds at the 31. So not a great punt by Gilbert. The Packers will take over. Their last drive resulted in a touchdown. Bart Starr to Earl Gross. Coming up on the Vinny X Wolf channel, you'll see some more WWCA stuff or ancient history for CCW is getting posted. Also, stuff's getting edited and finalized. A lot of videos up there with bogus titles. I'm working on it. I gotta fill a little behind. Boyd Dowler comes in motion as Starr fakes the handoff to Pitts. Starr throwing out to Pitts out in the flat. He catches the ball but can't get his leverage to go up the field. It picks up 3. Starr has started out 5 for 5 so far in the game. Tomorrow night, Blast for the Past returns as these Green Bay Packers travel back to 1921 to take on the Rock Island Independents. John M. will be controlling the Packers, and I will be the Rams portraying the Rock Island Independents. Starr fakes the handoff on 2nd down. He throws it out to McGee, and McGee doesn't get much as Andy Nelson is right there to make the tackle. Not Andy Nelson, sorry, what am I thinking? Sorry. The rookie Jerry Logan. Nelson's 80, not 20. Jerry Logan with his first NFL tackle. Let's take a look at this again as Max McGee catches the ball, and Logan is right there. Wrap him up and take him down. It'll be 3rd down and 8. After the loss of 1 to Dowler. Starr back pass. Throws it over, throws his man, incomplete with 4th down. And Jerry Norton will have to come on the field to punt her away. Norton gets the punt away. Logan taking it at the 20. He comes back up to the 28. On Unitas, we'll try to get something going from here. There's a look at Raymond Berry, the back, sweaty neck here in early September in Baltimore. Unitas under center. The black high tops. Hands it off to Matty. Not much of a hole there. He's going to pick up a yard. He's got 7 carries for 8 yards so far here in the 2nd quarter. Unitas back to pass. Throws it out to the sidelines. Arcios catches it, but like the computer always seems to do, runs directly out of bounds. So he picks up 2 yards in the process instead of what he could have gotten closer to 1st down. Why is the computer animated AI do that? I do not know. Well, this is what happened so far in the 1st quarter. Both teams have got a big sack. Henry Jordan for the Packers has sacked Unitas, and for the Colts, Jim Colvin. But on the second drive, Starr led the Packers down the field and threw a touchdown pass to backup fullback Earl Gross, who was playing receiver due to the fact that the Packers decided 63 was a good year to only carry 2. Unitas throwing deep. He's got a man! Raymond Berry! Oh, he dropped it. It was in his hands and out. There you see Greminger and Wittenden downfield to break up the pass. The lesser known of the Green Bay secondary. Unitas went all out for that one. And he had a man. But like I said, Greminger and Wittenden were there. And that'll bring up a 4th down, and Gilbert is on to punt again. Gilbert. It's going to be a high, short punt. It's going to be taken by Willie Wood, and he is immediately hit and dropped. Lenny Lyles making the tackle, and the Packers will start. Oh, and once again, as always, Lenny Lyles is holding his back. If he doesn't get injured in game, I start to wonder about him. 1st down and 10 for the Pack. Lyles still complaining of his... He's probably out for a while. I think he's been injured more times than anybody else in Sack to the Future history. As we enter our 4th season. Starr under center. It's 1st and 10. There's the handout to Elijah Pitts. Big hole off the right side, and Pitts got a huge hole. He is going to pick up 33 yards, or 23 yards on the carry for Elijah Pitts. 5 carries, 33 yards now for the man making his first start. Thanks to the injury to Jim Taylor and the suspension to Paul Hornung. Purgatory to Seattle. It'll be interesting to find out where Alex Karras went. Among others, like Bill Kilmer, who didn't play in 63. There's the pass complete to Marv Fleming. I actually don't know if it was complete or incomplete because it's 2nd down and 10, but it was a sideline pass anyway. Starr on 2nd down. Pitts with a big hole. He's going to get up the middle. Ordell Braze on the tackle from behind. Pitts picks up 7. It'll be 3rd down and 3. So the blast in the pass game tomorrow night. No, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Sorry. Tomorrow night I got something new, something special. I'm going to keep it under wraps till it debuts. Just make sure you click subscribe and hit that like button. As Tom Moore gets the carry on 3rd down. He needed 3. He picked up 2. The math doesn't add up. Not even Common Core. It's 4th down. Wednesday night, the Cowboys and Cardinals. And Thursday night, Week 1 wraps up with the Bills and Patriots. Teams that ended up tied for the AFL Eastern Division lead in 63. Should be an evenly matched game. Of course, unless Phantom Fighters stack the ratings. Because he is the Patriots this year. 4th down and 1 as Jerry Norton will punt it away. Another high punt. Considering we're actually inside a dome, these punts are amazing that they're going so high. That one down to the 15, though. That one might have actually been by design. Unitas coming out for yet another drive. So far, no points on the board in 63. For some reason, Wendell Harris, the secondary safety man, is coming out with him. Not sure why. It harkens back to Madden 16 days where defenders went on the field. Unitas gives to Matty. Well, Matty can't get anywhere. Hit immediately as he gets to the line of scrimmage. Looks like Big Willie Davis. And we've reached the 2-minute warning from Green Bay. This game is flying by so far. We still at 8-minute settings, right? Because these games seem a lot quicker here in 63. Unitas back to pass. He's got no time. He throws. Another time. Oh! Almost intercepted. I'm sure the translators on that would have fun. Oh! Almost intercepted. Bob Jeter had it off the tip and the second tip, the third tip, and he couldn't hold on to it. Unitas is setting up a screen. Lenny Moore, and Moore is immediately brought down as that Packer defense is swarming all around the ball. 4th and 10, and Tom Gilbert will have to come on to punt it again. As Packers call timeout. They have 2 remaining. Gilbert standing with his feet just outside the goal line. He gets the punt away. Much better punt this time. It's taken by Willie Wood at the 35. And he's met by the first tackler, Wendell Harris, who did not play offense last time. First down and 10. With 1:42 to go before half, Starr is going to start this drive in the shotgun. Throws it over to rookie Jan Barrett, who will end up an Oakland Raider in a couple of weeks. The story back then, of course, you couldn't interleague trade, so he was probably cut by the Vince Lombardi and the Packers, and the Raiders pick him up. I think the Patriots are better at 19 of 22 positions, well, it just means I'm going to have to work harder then. Here's the pass complete to Ron Kramer. He's got the first down. He's over into Colt territory at the 47-yard line. And the clock is ticking as the Packers move into hurry-up offense mode. Starr comes to the line of scrimmage. He's in the shotgun. He's back to pass, setting up a screen. There's a pass to Elijah Pitts. He's got blocking. Pure, perfect Packer blocking. And he gets down to the 31-yard line. That is textbook blocking right there. Well, we should. The Jets, of course, Weeb Eubank has taken over the Jets in 63, and he's going to build them into a contender, but not in 63. Maybe by 68. Starr back to pass. Throws it over the middle. It's complete to Barrett. Once again, the rookie makes the catch. So we're looking for this game to see a rookie tight end Starr. So far, John Mackey, 0 receptions. But Marv Fleming and Jan Barrett, the two rookies for the Packers, have 3 receptions between the two of them. But of course, I'm not pulling the trigger. I don't get to this week. I will with the Bills, and I will with the Cardinals. Hello, Stonewall, and welcome to this game. Week 1 is down to Sunday night games now. Bart Starr back to pass. He throws it off into the flat to Pitts. Pitts got a block. Oh, and he is going to get out of bounds at the 5-yard line. As the Green Bay Packers don't have the running backs in 63, at least not yet. Taylor is out injured. But right away, Elijah Pitts and Earl Gross earlier stepping up on the receiving end of things. 49 seconds to go before half. Starr back to pass. He's going to throw. He's going to step up. He's going to look. He could run. He does. Touchdown, Green Bay Packers. Bart Starr takes off. He had all the time in the world as that unbelievable Packer offensive line held serve. And the early sack by Jim Colvin is an aberration so far. The Packer offensive line is doing its job. And Jerry Kramer, big Jerry Kramer, gets the extra point across. If you look closely, like I said, you could actually see him blocking for himself too. But time, oh, you know, that's, I was saying earlier, this one's hard because both teams are in the same division as John in. He's got the Lions, he's got the Oilers. But the Bears are also in the Packers division by Phantom Fighter. So there's more teams, more chances for me to lose in human games. Not that I always win the other games. But Alex Hawkins coming out from the 30. Gets to the 31-yard line. So I really don't know. I'm honestly not. Because no matter what, one team is going to start off 1-0, and it's looking like the Packers right now. The other team, though, but I've got some great rookies that I'm looking forward to using, especially the two tight ends, Marv Fleming and John Mackey. Both teams have, and then safety men too, Jerry Logan and Bob Jeter. Man, just linebacker Dave Robinson for the Packers. It's going to be a good year. Unitas barking signals. He's back to pass. It's going to be a delayed handoff to Tom Matty on the draw. And Ray Nitschke is there to meet him in the hall and try to rip his arms off. 2nd down and 6. The clock has stopped as the Packers call a no timeout. But this time, number 62, that's Lionel Aldridge, is a little early on the move. Trying to get in the backfield for the rookie. Little rookie nerves for Lionel Aldridge. The rookie out of Utah State. Had his choice. He was drafted by both the Oilers and Packers. Both played in championship games in 62. I guess he chose the one that won it. United's throwing to the sidelines to RCO, and the reception's made. And he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock with 28 seconds to go before the half. Key losses. One of the key losses for the Colts. I lost. A bunch of players went to the Jets. But they were role players like Mark Smolinski, D. Mackey, Davion, and another receiver. I also lost Joe Perry, who I love to use the fake punt with. He's in San Francisco to finish his career where he started. Of course, he's the all-time leading rusher. I don't know if he still is, or if one of the other guys passed him, but Unitas back to pass. Sets up, he throws, it's caught by Matty. Matty's got a little bit of a head. He's got the first down, but the Colts are going to have to use a timeout. With 22 seconds to go before the half, the Colts are finally driving. First down and 10 from the 33-yard line. Unitas under center. He's back to pass. He's got a man. He's got Jimmy Orr, who was open. He saw him open. Earl Morrill, do you hear me? Unitas sees Orr open. First down and goal. The final timeout used by the Colts. Unitas in the shotgun. He's got a ton of receivers. It's almost looking like a Canadian team, the amount of receivers he's got split out wide. Unitas to the end zone. He overthrows R.C. Owens. R.C. Owens is complaining of being held, but it didn't matter because the ball was so far out of bounds. The ball girl from the baseball field here in Baltimore picked it up and threw it to her fan. Unitas back to pass. Throws over the middle. Touchdown to R.C. Owens. And the Colts are on the board right before halftime. Unitas did what he had to do. He did what he always does. Under pressure, he was calm, cool, and collected. The master, as they called him, drove the team down the field, and Dan Curry cannot believe what just happened as the Colts get into the end zone. R.C. Owens on the reception. Used to be Y.A. Tittle's favorite receiver on the alley-oop. Now he's Unitas' go-to guy. McCann with the hold, and not Unitas. Sorry. I'm drawing a blank. Brand new kicker for the Colts. Jim Martin kicks it through. Jim Martin coming over, the former Lion. Took 62 off and signed with the Colts in 63. The kick is deep. It's going to be taken in the end zone by Herb Adderley. He comes out. Adderley to the 20. He's going to get to the 23. It's actually a mistake to come out. He lost 2 yards in the process. So Bart Starrs had a pretty dominating first half performance so far, has led the Packers on 2 touchdown drives. With 8 seconds to go, what's he going to do? Starrs going to give to Pitts. Pitts got a nice hole, but instead of running straight, he decides to dance and turn left and run sideways. And Ordell Braze picks him up and delivers an Anderson spinebuster. 4 horsemen style. Woo! We've reached the end of the first half, and the Green Bay Packers lead the Baltimore Colts 14-7. You're watching Sack to the Future Week 1 Sunday primetime game between 2 of my teams, the Baltimore Colts and the Green Bay Packers. We'll be back in just a couple seconds. Okay, we're back for the second half action. Did you miss us? There's the punt. It's taken by Tom Matty at the 8. And Bob Jeter down on special teams to make the tackle. Matty and Marv Fleming getting in each other's face. It'll be first down and 10. Unitas with the Colts trailing by 7. Trying to get back down the field and make this game, or tie this game up. Unitas in the shotgun. He's going to give to Matty. Matty's not going to get anywhere as Forrester is right there to make the tackle. No gain. Well, thank God I don't ever have to face them again. I just have to watch them play when they play the Bills, Colts, or my 4th team, which this year is the Cardinals. Unitas back to pass. Throws it to Tom Matty, and Matty's got the first down. Oh, it's going to be close. He decided to spin, but Unitas so far is 9 of 12 for 104 yards, and that is a first down for the Unitas to Matty. So, first down and 10 from the 41-yard line for the Packers. Unitas hands it off to Lenny Moore. Lenny Moore in the spell for Matty. He's going to pick up 2. Lenny Moore is getting a little older. He is 30 years old in 63. So the younger Tom Matty, who's only 24, has taken over the starting role. Tom Matty, the Ohio State Buckeye. Lenny Moore out of Penn State. I'm sure that would be a hell of a rivalry. I don't know how much they played in the 60s, though. John Mackey goes in motion. Unitas fakes the handoff. Goes deep. It's caught by Raven Berry for the first down to the 43-yard line. And the Colts continue to move. That's Berry's first reception of the ball game. He's got 14 yards on the catch. Unitas taking his time looking over that Packer defense. He's back to pass. Oh, the guy fell for the fake, and Unitas is able to get away, but Henry Jordan still catches him from behind. He shares the sack this time with Willie Davis. Oh, how would you like to be sandwiched between them two? Willie Davis and Henry Jordan. Jordan could have had the sack early on, but he fell for the fake and actually went after Tom Matty. As you can see here, he turns and goes after Matty. When he realizes a mistake, Unitas takes off the run, but Jordan, a much faster defensive back. Nope, they're both in two different leagues. One's AFC, one's NFC, so you can only max play once every 4 years unless you meet in the Super Bowl. Unitas gives to Matt. Oh, fumble! Unitas scoops it up. Unitas going to take off running. Johnny Unitas making like he's Barry Sanders. He's going down the field. Dan Curry. Dan Curry catches him from behind. Unitas takes off on the fumble by Matty and goes, I don't know how many yards. It's an exciting play from Johnny Unitas, making like Michael Vick and taking off running, or Steve Young. But Dan Curry, look at the speed from Curry. That's why I thought it was Nitschke, but nope, there's Nitschke trailing. So here's the play. Matty takes the ball and he hits and he's fumbled. Nitschke on the hit. Okay, Nitschke with a jarring hit just knocks the ball loose, and Unitas is Johnny on the spot. Johnny U on the spot, I should say. It heads down to the 15-yard line. Yeah, that was the old fumble-rooski. Unitas in the shotgun. He is back to pass. He throws it over the middle. Caught by R.C. Owens to the goal line. And he's going to say he's down on the one. Oh, I thought he got in there, but Hank Greminger and Willie Wood is there to make the stop. And Ron Kostelnik coming in to clean up the trash. Greminger and Wood. And here comes Kostelnik. Kostelnik was just headhunting. Greminger. Wood has him stood up. Greminger's kind of circling around, trying to sniff him out. And Kostelnik headhunting. But it is first and goal at the 1. Now, if it were me, I would call an off tackle probably, but maybe not against that defense. Lenny Moore up the middle, and he is stuffed. He can't get in. Dave Robinson, number 89, filled the hole, and it looked like Willie Davis came in to clean it up. Second and goal from the 1. Lenny Moore still in the backfield. Moore's going to get the ball, and this time it's wide open for a touchdown. And the Colts are going to tie this game. The play of the drive, the fumble-rooski. Tom Matty getting flattened by Nitschke, and Nitschke's not happy. He's supposed to be appearing on What's My Line later on today, but he's not pleased with the outcome of that play. McCann. Oh, the kick is blocked! The kick is blocked, and Jim Martin might be down. Willie Wood come flying in to block the kick, and the Colts will not tie it up. And Jim Martin, the former Detroit Lion, he knows just too well what it feels like to play against the Packers. His first game as a Colt, as he played in semi-pros in '62 with the New Orleans Saints. Luke Carpenter coming out from the goal line. Luke Carpenter up to the 29, the 30. So the Packers now holding on to a 1-point lead. Sunday Night Football. It's been an exciting week 1 of action, except for maybe the Bears and Oilers game. Everything else has been close. Games that have been showcased. Actually, the semi-pro Jaguars kind of dominated the Vikings, but that's to be expected for the Vikings in '63. They're being showcased, but only by, I have to do what I want to do. Pitts takes the handoff. Oh, and he gets nowhere as he is hit and dropped in the backfield by Jackie Burkett, and it's second down and 13 after the 3-yard loss. Starr gives it to Pitts this time. He's going to be hit, and this time Jim Colvin is there to scrap him down or trap him, whatever you want to. Take 2. Jim Colvin is there to bury him. It is third down and 12. Third down and 12, and for whom the bell tolls. Every time I hear that bell here in Indianapolis, I think the Undertaker's going to show up and chokeslam somebody. Gong. Starr back to pass. He throws it deep. He's got a man. Oh, tipped around. The San Francisco tip doesn't work. It falls incomplete, and it'll be fourth down and 12. Not sure if we'll be able to call it the San Francisco tip in '63 now that Phantom's controlling them. And they were bad in '63. Phantom's got 2 of the worst teams in the league. I got some of the best. Norton, but that don't mean anything. It's all about how we play them. There is Jerry Logan taking it up to 23. Logan is going to be ripped down, rookie on rookie, as Bob Jeter makes the tackle. Some of the stars of the 60s starting to show up in the league here in 63. And the masters from the 50s and 60s, though, Johnny Unitas, 11 of 14, 133 yards and a touchdown. And the Colts trail by 1. If you've left the stadium or left the broadcast and are going to miss out on this, shame on you. Shame, I say. Unitas fakes the handoff. Kostelnik is getting blocked. But Willie Davis isn't. And Willie Davis meets Unitas in the backfield, and it is not a pleasant meeting for the master, as big number 87, Willie Davis, is there to plant him. Willie Davis in his 6th season. 6th? Hold on, yeah. 6th season out of Grambling State. He started out with the Cleveland Browns. He was a Jim Brown draft. But Lombardi saw his potential too. Tom Matty on a big hole. Tom Matty, he is going to pick up 14 yards, and it will be 3rd down and 4 after that. He has got, comes up a little shaky. He does have that big fumble earlier. Sort of a full house backfield. Unitas back to pass. Throws it out to the flat. It's caught by J.W. Lockett, the former Cowboy. He picks up a yard. It'll be 4th down and 1. So Gilbert will come on to punt. And the punt is away. It's taken at the 10 by Wood, and he immediately is hit. It looked like it was maybe 46 who got down there. That's Jim Welsh, a Mustang out of SMU. Thoroughbreds his way down the field and makes the tackle. 1st and 10 from the 13. 9 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. What an exciting game so far. Star gives to Pitts, and Pitts cannot get through the line. Fred Miller is there. Jim Colvin is there. 2nd down and 10. And we have reached the end of the 3rd quarter with the Green Bay Packers leading the Baltimore Colts 14-13 here from Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. Stay tuned for an exciting final 8 minutes of football. Oh, what a quick game so far. Start taking his time. Gives to Pitts. Pitts up the middle. Big hole. 1st down. And from behind, Bill Pellington makes the tackle. But Pitts has a huge 1st down, and he has 54 yards on the day. Jim Taylor's expected back around week 5 or so. 1st and 10 for the 27. Pitts gets the handoff. He busts free almost, but Marchetti falls on him from behind. We haven't really called Marchetti's name much today. The Packers have passed 200 yards in total offense. Andy Nelson also involved in on the tackle. It is 2nd down and 2. Star gives to Pitts. Pitts cuts to the left. He's got the 1st down. Spins by Jerry Logan. Andy Nelson wraps him or takes him down, but it is a 1st down for the Packers. It's their offensive line now. This is where if you're trailing late in the 4th quarter and you don't have the ball against the Packers, good luck winning the game. Star hands off to Carpenter. Carpenter drags Fred Miller along for a little bit of a run, and he picks up 4 yards. Andy Nelson comes in and helps Miller take him down. 2nd down and 6. Star hands it off to Carpenter. Carpenter is upended. We have an injury timeout, but it looks to be a Colt. Andy Nelson made the tackle and has not moved since. You really hate to see injuries, especially when you're not controlling the team. The rosters are so small. 36 on the AFL. Third down and 5. Star back to pass. He's going to run. He steps up, he throws, and McGee can't hold on. It's knocked away, incomplete. Okay. In 1963, the AFL roster was 33 players, the NFL roster 37. We increased it a little bit by having two of, the kicker he's also a linebacker. This ball is going to bounce in the end zone, so Unitas will get it to 20. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. 64, that both sides will increase, 34 for the AFL and 40 for the NFL. 65, the AFL goes to 38, and then they go bring it up to 40 and 66. Where a 40-man roster will stay until 74, where it becomes 47, down to 43 and 75, up to 45 and 78. 49 and 84 is Unitas throwing deep. He's got Owens, first down. Then 45 and 85, it would become 45 plus a third quarterback at 91, where it would stay until 2011, where it's been 46 ever since. But they do dress 46. But they do have 53 on the team. First and 10 from the 42, Unitas. And Willie Davis is there. Willie Davis just bull rushed his way in to make the sack. There was nothing that could be done about it. And the Packers have 4 sacks to the Colts 1, which the Colts came on the first play of the game. R.C. Owens coming up big. Jimmy Orr had a huge reception earlier. Raymond Berry's got 1. Still nothing out of the rookie, John Mackey, until right there, as the rookie tight end makes his first reception in the NFL, and it is for a loss of 1 yard. Nope, 5. It was, okay, 5. Found a youth motion. Yes, R.C. Owens coming up big, but John Mackey making his first NFL reception, only 5 yards. But you saw it here on the Vinny X Wolf channel. Third down, 11. Unitas back to pass. He throws it to RC. Oh, he cannot hold on. I thought he had it, and it looked like he was going to be gone. Back to John Mackey, rookie out of Syracuse. He is just 22 years old. The big things are going to come from that man. Gilbert will punt. The Colts still trailing by 1, but with 3:42 to go and all 3 timeouts, they feel confident enough to send the ball back to the Packers and hope they can hang on. Fair catch is called. The ball is going to bounce at the 4 and into the end zone. So Starr will take over at the 20. And they called Unitas the master, but Starr was not a slouch in his own right, especially in situations like this, trying to hold on to the ball. Starr hands it off to Pitts. Pitts is going to be brought down by Pellington. He picks up 3. Pitts has 74 yards on the day. The Packers have 89 rushing, 130 passing. Starr fakes the handoff to Pitts. He throws it over the middle of Kramer. But Bill Pellington once again there to make the tackle as Kramer picks up 3. It'll be third down and 4. Third down and 4. Burkett on the tackle. Starr back to pass. Throws it over the middle. It's caught. No, incomplete. Fourth down and 4. And Jerry Norton will have to punt it away for the Packers, so the Colts will get the ball back on the upper side of the 2-minute warning. Norton gets the snap. It's a high punt. It's going to be taken for a fair catch. And here comes Unitas, trailing by 1. Unitas started 8 of 11. He's been 6 of 7 ever since. He's got the 1 touchdown. 71 yards away, but they don't need 6 points. They only need 3. Unitas back to pass. He throws it up to John Mackey. Oh, and he can't hold on. Oh, that was right in his hands, but as he turned upfield, he looked at the pressure coming in, and the ball went flying out of his hands. Second down and 10. Herb Adderley. Look at him as he lines up to cover. He's been sent out pretty much to cover Raymond Berry today. Unitas back to pass. Throws it with Davis in his face. Mackey makes the reception, dives out of bounds. He's going to pick up 3. It is 3rd down and 7, but we have reached the 2-minute warning in Baltimore with the Packers leading the Colts 14-13. Thanks to a blocked extra point attempt by Herb Adderley. Unitas in the shotgun. He throws it complete to Mackey. This time Mackey holds on. And it's a 1st down as the big rookie comes up big on that reception. First of many. Lenny Moore is in the backfield. Unitas looking. And he throws it to Lenny Moore. That was a wasted play. The clock are running as he caught it, picks up a yard. They've got to wait for the receivers to get all the way back. Tick, 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 tick as the Colts players get back into position. And Unitas snaps the ball. Throws it this time. Moore catches it on the run. Moore is going to get the 1st down, but he does not get out of bounds. 1:20 to go. Colts still have all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time. They're on the Packer side of the 50 now. Lenny Moore coming back in. Unitas back to pass. He's being chased. Willie Davis is on his tail. And Willie Davis brings him down. That's a huge sack. Takes the Colts right back in their own territory. 2nd and 20. And once again, they got to wait for the receivers to come all the way back from Washington, D.C. They were so far deep. 51 seconds. 50 seconds. 2nd and 20. Finally, they get settled. Unitas back to pass. Being chased again. Willie Davis going to bring him down again. I don't know what Unitas is doing. Throw the ball away. That one's a 9-yard loss, and they had to burn a timeout. With 42 seconds to go, it's 3rd and 29. The Colts are definitely moving the wrong way. Unitas back to pass. Willie Davis again. Lionel Aldridge this time mulling chase. And Lionel Aldridge is going to bring him down. 3 straight sacks, folks. That's why the Packers are the Packers. 4th and 38. Unitas is going to come up under center this time. He's got no blocking whatsoever in the last 3 plays. Unitas back to pass. This time he's going to heave it deep. It is going to be juggled and dropped. Raymond Berry couldn't hold on. Unitas just he didn't have much of a choice. He had to throw it where he had to throw it. And the Packers will take over with 30 seconds, and they're going to survive and win the game here in Week 1. All they have to do is kneel on it twice because the Colts can call timeout. And that's what Starr's going to do. And the Colts will use that timeout. Obligatory. The Colts have dropped to 0-1 with looking up. The Oilers and Jaguars both got wins in Week 1. We don't know about the Houston Texans Miami Dolphins score. Who's going to get credit for that win? The Colts could very well be in last place if the Texans beat the Dolphins. One more kneel down and the game will be over. The Green Bay Packers get to 1-0, not counting the Super Bowl. Well, just counting the regular season after starting 0-2 last year, they have now won 15 straight regular season and 17 of 18 games. But they don't have the championship. Well, thanks for watching. If you tuned in for the whole game, it was a heck of a game. It's just the Packers defensive line. We wanted to see a line unit, and it was the Packers D-line that stepped up and made the plays at the end. 3 straight sacks, taking Unitas out of any range of hope of getting the win. And there's the 2 Hall of Famers meeting at the middle. And there's the story right there on the scoreboard. Green Bay 14, Baltimore 13. Lenny Moore takes it to the end of the goal line. There's a long pass down to Boyd Dowler. Starr takes it off and runs in for a touchdown. Unitas throwing one to R.C. Owens. Starr to Earl Gross. Of course, the blocked extra point, the play of the game. Packers, 1 more passing yard. They really dominated in rush. No takeaways in this game. Fairly even across the board, except the blocked extra point. That was it. So thanks for joining us here on Sack to the Future, Week 1 of 1963. 2 more games to go, Wednesday night and Thursday night. Make sure you tune into the Vinny X Wolf, Phantom Fighter, and Terrors 89 channels. Also tomorrow night, Blast in the Past. Tomorrow morning, Blast in the Past. Until then, I'm Vinny Vincent, and you're not.